references to a video that I'm not allowed to put in the video, but it is freely available on YouTube. Be aware.
Let's go ahead and address that really quickly. Here's the issue. Sure. YouTube is taking down a number of videos of people that dox.
I don't believe we doxed.
You're Bob, the science guy.
I think you doxed me.
Yeah, and I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House.
You know, the subject of the video was me testifying before the House committee on the inclusion of post-traumatic stress syndrome.
I've been doxed and I don't appreciate it. Yes, on this server.
Do you want to prove that?
I don't believe we doxed.
Yeah.
What are you talking about,
All
Bob?
right. Game on.
No, I've been doxed on this server.
What do you mean, Bob?
I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that...
You know, the subject of the video was me testifying before the House committee. All right. Game on, kiddo.
I'm not a particular individual that...
You know, the subject of the video was me testifying.
It's not my problem if you don't want.
All right. Game on, kiddo. Sean knows my address. Sean knows my phone number. I think you doxed. All right. I'm fine with that. If people find that out on their own, I think that's fine with me. And that's just the way, that is the rules of engagement. I think you doxed me. You violate the rules of engagement, I will crush you. It was public videos that are not, and to be honest with you, the subject of the video was me, is not something I'm not proud of. Now, I was military, but the worst experience I had in the military was getting yelled at by my drill sergeant and having to do push-ups. All right, okay? Game on, kiddo. You violate the rules of engagement, I will crush you. The subject of the video was me. I think you doxed. It was public videos. The subject of the video was me. It was public videos. It was public videos. I think you doxed me.
It's not my problem if you don't want to learn.
The subject of the video was me. It was public videos. If I wish to tell people in general on my YouTube creator accounts what my address is, the subject of the video was what my kids' names are. It was public videos, or you know where I live. You know, that's up to me. All right, it is not up to you. One of the things you never really want to see. One of the things you never really want to see is the subject of the video was me. All right, it's kind of like the Americans. We're very nice people. I think you die until you piss us off, and then we will cross a frozen river in the middle of the night and kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning. And yes, we've done it. Kill you in your sleep. That's kind of the way I am. And then we will cross a frozen river in the middle of the night and kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning.
We will do it in silence, and we will not incur one single casualty.
Kill you in your sleep. I don't really give a rat's ass what you or anybody else thinks. I think you doxed me. The subject of the video was me. I think you doxed me. It was public videos.
No reason, no logic, no wisdom, no worries.
I think you doxed me.
You're just on your own. No reason, no logic, no answers to questions. You're just on your own.
I don't believe we doxed you because
I don't care what you stop. Stop, Essie. Stop. Essie, stop. It was public videos. I don't really give a rat's ass what you or anybody else thinks. I think you doxed me. That's enough. More importantly. But then we had people like Bev Try Thinking and his little crew over there. I did not suffer from PTSD because I didn't have the social impairment that goes along with PTSD. But, you know, we did have some comic relief in the chat. We had Kevin K out here. I think you doxed me. You know, providing village idiot services and Right the Hand. I didn't even notice
Hey, they fucking love hating.
I didn't even notice that Right the Hand was there. What name was he under? I think you doxed
Right the hand.
Really? It was
Posted
public
your barbecue.
videos. I didn't even notice he was there. Yeah, Matt, did you like that smile? However, you knowing who I am, the subject of the video is one thing. I think you doxed. You disseminating that information without my permission is doxing. No, you stop, SE. I think you doxed. Now it's
I just
my
wanna
turn.
say one
No,
thing.
now it's my turn. I think you doxed. The subject of the video was me.
Don't
I
understand.
thought it was cute to publish that because it has my full name in it. You know, I'd like to teach high school science and
It's not
mathematics.
my problem if you don't want to learn. You're just on your own.
Cannibalizing each other's streams and talking points is an indication of how that is just a shrinking audience.
I need to learn to smile more.
I like the fact that they're going after each other.
Thought about doing is becoming a teacher. I think you doxed me, and this is great experience for doing that. I think Nathan actually is a relatively intelligent guy. I used to think QE was the smart one, and then I came to realize that no, he's really not.
You guys are running. I'll give you an example. B-ball challenge DP. It's been a month now, and he's running from him.
Well,
DP,
good for him. Good
Yeah.
for him.
and he's running from him, and he's running from him.
You don't understand.
I think you doxed me.
You don't understand. It's not my problem if you don't want to learn. You're just on your own.
But I'm
That's
not going
not
to go
bad.
onto a channel. I'm not going to go onto a channel where they're going to sit down and call me names, take quotes out of context, and try and belittle people. You know, I don't belittle them. That what Nathan's trying to do is he's trying to make Bob Nodell look stupid. I think you doxed me, and I think Bob Nodell's trying to make Nathan look stupid because they're trying to attract the viewers from the other channels because they make a living on this.
And we have open challenges to any one of you guys. Come on over.
Why
We'll
don't we
take you on? No
exactly.
problem.
We're terrified of the flat Earth SA, the Amish Mafia. Yeah, let's go ahead and address that really quickly. Here's the issue. YouTube is taking down a number of videos of people that doxed me.
You're Bob, the science guy.
Yeah, and that's, I've been doxxed and I don't appreciate it.
You don't understand.
We're terrified of the flat Earth SA.
You don't understand. It's not my problem if you don't want to learn. You're just on your own.
I like the fact that they're going after each other.
No reason, no logic, no wisdom, no worry.
We're terrified of the flat Earth SA.
You're just on your own. No reason, no logic, no answers to questions. You're just on your own.
And we have open challenges to any one of you guys. Come on over.
Why
We'll
don't
take you on. No
Exactly.
problem.
We're terrified of the flat Earth SA. Let's go ahead and address that really quickly. Here's the issue. YouTube is taking down a number of videos of people that doxed me. The Amish Mafia. Yeah.
You're Bob, the science guy.
Yeah, and that's, I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that
The subject of the video was me. The subject of the video was me testifying before the House committee. I'll mute Sean just as quick as I mute Right the Hand.
I won't be debating on this channel.
Exactly. That's the
SE,
point.
Because
That's a great point.
I've spent the last 2 years challenging you cowards to a debate, and you've run away every single time. So I'm done with debating.
Those are these conversations where each side brings up a point and they treat each other with respect. That's fine. But I'm not going to go onto a channel. I'm not going to go onto a channel where they're going to sit down and call me names, take quotes out of context, and try and belittle people. I don't belittle them.
By
Yeah.
the way, if you guys want people to debate, all the guys, and I mean all the guys on Next Level server, are
Not
there
allowed here.
waiting. Any
Not
one
allowed
of
here.
you guys that
Those are the
Sorry?
people that doxed me. They're not allowed here.
So, music ending. Right, here we go.
Just as quick
This
as
is
I
what
mute
we've
right
got
the
to go.
hand.
Oh.
I won't be debating on this channel.
Exactly. That's the
SD,
point.
Because
That's a great point.
I've spent the last 2 years challenging you cowards to a debate, and you've run away every single time. So I'm done with debating.
You know, those are the, you know, these conversations where each side brings up a point and they treat each other with respect. That's fine. But I'm not going to go onto a channel. I'm not going to go onto a channel where they're going to sit down and call me names, take quotes out of context, and try and belittle people. You know, I don't belittle them.
By the way,
So there you go, SE. Bob doesn't belittle anyone.
except me.
Well, yeah, not giving you posting rights and telling you you can only post in certain places and all of that stuff. That's not belittling. You know, talking down to you like you're a child. That's not belittling. Bob.
And allowing his guests to do the same. Teeter-totter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he would never ask you how a toilet works or anything like that. SE.
No, God, never.
Yeah.
No.
Not Bob.
If you guys
not this
want
Bob.
people to debate, all the guys, and I mean all the guys on Next Level server are
Not
there
allowed here.
waiting. Any
Not
one
allowed
of
here.
you guys that
Those are the
Sorry?
people that doxed me. They're not allowed here.
Those are the people. That's everybody here. Those are the people that doxed him. We're not allowed to be over there. That's not belittling. It's not the type of behaviour Bob likes to have. That will be a substantiated claim that he'll make later on. So that is those are the people that doxed me. That's a claim, right? Not that he thinks. He believes, Bob believes he's been doxed.
All right.
and all of them, I would imagine. When you say all, well, no, those are the people. You're not singling out. It's like you're generalizing, right?
Yeah, all of the people that are over here. So anybody that's over here are the people that's not allowed over there.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, apart from you, but you have special things that you can't post or do anything like that, right?
Right.
And you get asked questions about toilets and stuff. Because, I don't know. Anyway.
Unbelievable.
All right. We don't support childish name calling.
It doesn't support it.
All right.
Bob, you're a public figure. Your videos are all over the.
He doesn't support childish name calling. Apart from Flirth. Which to me is a childish name calling thing. But, I mean, like whether it might be a grown up name calling thing to call people that, Flirth.
I am as Bob the Science Guy. I am as Bob the Science Guy and research Flat Moon. Now, let's go ahead and adjust that really quickly. Here's the issue.
Sure.
YouTube is taking down a number of videos of people that doxed me in the flat earth and used it as a weapon against me.
Right, I'm going to have to stall there. Because YouTube are taking videos down because Bob's been reporting them as though there's something on it that he doesn't like. YouTube are not taking videos down due to doxing. That is an untruth. Because that would be channel gone. You're not allowed to dox people. And that also comes with strikes and warnings and all sorts of stuff like that, which is not what is happening. Bob is lying. But Bob is known to be a liar. Like he lied about the water in his back garden in the lake. So Bob no videos have been taken down for people doxing Bob. It's in his mind. That's not happening.
I am known well enough in Michigan that I'm easy enough to find. However, you knowing who I am is one thing. You disseminating that information without my permission is doxing. If I wish to tell people...
Right, disseminating the information. Point out again, first time, there was a video posted in the chat by somebody. That's it. I mean, the person that posted it could have been Bob on a sock account. Bob could have done this all of his own, right? He could have done this. It's a readily available video on YouTube. I'll show it in a bit. That you can go to it now. It's still there. You can do all sorts of searches. I'll show you how to do that as well. How to find whatever it is. But yeah, Bob thinks things are happening, but they are not. He's model afflicted.
In general, on my YouTube creator accounts, what my address is, or what my kids' names are, or, you know, where I live. That's up to me.
Right, I'll have to go over this again, right? He says,
you disseminating that information without my permission is doxing. If
you disseminating some sort of thing without his permission, he considers.
I wish to tell people.
Now, if he wishes to tell people this, right? Now, this isn't the doxing that he's thinking. I'll go over it again.
You disseminating that information without my permission is doxing. If I wish to tell people in general on my YouTube creator accounts what my address is, or what my kids' names are, or, you know, where I live.
Right, that's if he chooses to do that. That's never happened anywhere else. Not here. We're talking about a video. Somebody posting a video. He's making this up in his head. This is what he imagines that he can do.
That's up to me.
It's up to him.
It is not up to you. Sean knows my address. Sean knows my phone number. All right? I'm fine with that. If people find that out on their own, that's fine with me. However, I would have words with Sean if he published my address and my phone number without my permission. Simply because you know something does not mean...
Bob's address and phone number has not been published by anyone over here. We're talking about a readily available YouTube video. What Bob is talking about has nothing to do with what he's talking about. The name calling and the slander that he's doing now has got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, and just one more thing. Just one more thing on that, Bev. So in essence, what he's saying is, if we had a channel or a Discord channel that was talking about medical marijuana, and we had just done a search on medical marijuana, public statements, and his video happened to come up, we would need his permission to disseminate that on our Discord channel that was the topic, where the topic was medical marijuana, and we happened to agree or disagree with his statements that he was making publicly. That's how ludicrous what he's saying is. Nobody would try to get his permission to put out a video where it's talking about a topic that other people are interested in. It's readily available. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and perhaps a good point to put it out as well. We didn't even know it had been posted until Bob mentioned it, that he'd been doxxed. Nobody even realized that it had been posted.
Exactly. He came over here. In fact, that was one of my early interactions with the group, is he came over here and was talking to SE and then suddenly said, well, no, I've been doxxed. And everybody's like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. So again, there's no, as far as I'm concerned, no doxing has occurred. And what Bob is doing here is gaslighting. It's gaslighting for a really weird reason. I can't get it. He's reported the video 3 or 4 times because of little things that he's found in the video. And don't know what he's going to do about this video. Because all it is there's... I'll show you and I'll have to blank it out of whatever it is. But later on, it's just his name. That's it. There's a name posted and it's on the front of the video. Okay, we'll go over that in a bit anyway.
Yeah,
And
you don't
tell
have the
other
right to
people.
squirt it. You don't have the right to squirt it just because you know it. I know his address. He knows
Glass
my
knows
address.
who me.
We're
Yeah,
not
Glass
gonna
knows
say
me.
anything.
And that's just the way, and that is the rules of engagement. SE. You violate the rules of engagement, I will crush you.
What does that mean? The rules
That
of
could be
engagement.
taken as a threat.
Yeah, the rules of engagement are that he's got Sean and Glass Monster that know his address, right? And it's not okay to post it publicly. Nobody has.
So is he threatening them?
Well,
Who's
in
he
case,
threatening?
I don't know. I mean, the rules of engagement are that you don't post people's address. Well, nobody
No
has.
shit.
So he's going to crush people that do, right? I hope he's
Oh,
not
I don't know
talking
his
about
address.
us or SE because, like I say, nobody's done it. But, I mean, that may be just a rule to everyone about Bob. So everybody be warned, don't post Dr. Bob's address if you know it. I mean, I don't know it. The only people I know that know it, Bob, Glass Monster, and Sean. They're the people he
Well, he
should be
says-
warning, I think.
He says greetings from northern Michigan. I don't know if that
Yeah, that's not classed as
counts
his
as an
address,
address.
though, is it? No. No. I think I'll add that video that you've done as well onto this one to say hi to Bob because I want to be done with this. Really,
Yeah, it's
I've had
ridiculous.
enough of this Bob and his slander.
No, I hear you, Bob, but my point is those are public videos that were posted. It's not like somebody posted
It was
you
public videos
barbecuing
that
in
are
your-
not, and
Right, this is the bit here now, right? This is special, Bob. It's public videos. He knows they're
Oh, he
public
admits it,
videos.
yeah.
But something stops him, right? We don't know. They're public videos that's... Here we go.
No, I hear you, Bob, but my point is those are public videos that were posted. It's not like somebody
His face.
posted
it was
you
public videos
barbecuing
that
in
are
your-
not, and to be honest with you, the subject of the video,
It's public videos that are not... Rub his nose a couple of times. I don't know what that means. What does it mean when you touch your nose in body language? Does anyone know?
means you're telling the truth.
I think so. I think it means I best check myself here.
Videos that were posted.
What,
It's
Jim?
not like somebody
Oh.
posted
it was
you
public videos
barbecuing
that
in
are
your-
not, and to be honest with you, the subject of the
Nose
video
rub.
is not something I'm not proud of. As a matter of fact, I'm
Okay.
very glad to, I was glad, the subject of the video was me testifying.
Do you want to hear that again? I'm going to have to do this. When people, to me, that do this and they say something and stop, he's running a script. There's something going on here in the background that Bob's saying because he stopped saying it twice, 3 times.
No, I
And-
hear you, Bob, but my
Ready?
point is those are
Pointed
public
out.
videos that were posted. It's not like somebody posted
It was
you
public videos
barbecuing
that
in
are
your-
not,
Stall.
and to be honest with you, the subject of the video
Nose rub.
is not something I'm not proud of.
Double negative.
As a matter of fact, I'm
Okay.
very glad to,
Stall.
I was glad,
Stall.
the subject of the video was me testifying.
Right? The subject of the video was me. Bob. Now that's the
Have you
video.
ever referred to?
Go on.
Have you ever referred to something of being not proud of in the way he referred it? Wouldn't you say, I'm proud of that?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
What's
know.
a way of
Putting a double
it's
negative
a way of
into
not saying that you are proud of it. You're just not proud of it.
Yeah.
I believe that's the first time I've ever heard that. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, well, surely you've heard a model afflicted person speak in tongues and double negatives and back to front thinking. Just to confuse.
Absolutely.
I think that's what it is. He's just got into it that much.
It's a little vague and what do you call it? Uncommittal. Like he's not.
He's not.
It just leaves it open. Yeah, it just leaves it open. Like he's either indifferent or he is proud, but it's vague. You can't really determine that off of what he says.
But
that's a double nod.
Yeah, it's an intent.
Sorry, Mobius. I thought you were done.
No, that's all right. Sorry.
I was dying to say it's a double knot.
Don't be bringing the king's knuckle into it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Right, so the main point was what he says. He says,
as a matter of fact, I'm very glad to, I was glad, the subject of the video was me.
The subject of the video was me. It's in the song. So the video that wasn't him, that he didn't want to be shown in our Discord, that he said was doxing, is him. He says it is, but he also said earlier on, if he chooses to tell everyone on his YouTube channel about all sorts of things, about his address and his kids' names and all of that sort of stuff, that's up to him. Right? Now, this is his video channel. This is recorded from his video channel where he has just said that video is him. Right? So it's him in the video that's shown. And he's chosen on his video channel to say it is him. And he's not proud of it, right? He was glad to be not, but the subject of the video was him. I'll go over it again. Here we go.
Double nod.
In fact, I'm very glad to, I was glad, the subject of the video was me testifying before the House Committee on the inclusion of post-traumatic stress syndrome as a qualifying condition for medical marijuana. Now, I was military, but the worst experience I had in the military was getting yelled at by my drill sergeant and having to do push-ups.
He touched his nose again then as well. I don't know what that was meant to mean. That might mean that he was lying about that being the worst thing that he ever had to do. He might have had to do the washing up or something like that. He might have had to get up early.
On the inclusion of post-traumatic stress syndrome as a qualifying condition for medical marijuana. Now, I was military, but the worst experience I had in the military was getting yelled at by my drill sergeant and having to do push-ups. Okay?
Oh. I don't want, see, it pains me to hear grown men, nearly crying in tears. It's obvious his voice is breaking, he's quivering a bit. This is a painful experience of Bob to do this. So I admire him. I mean, it's admitting to say that you got troubles from having to do push-ups in the military. Or was that meaning that he's just put out that he was in the military on his YouTube channel?
I didn't see
didn't he say that it was a traumatic, like that was the most traumatic experience because he didn't experience live battle, something like that?
Yeah.
Is that how we put it?
That's what he's trying to say, but it's the idea that he's being so serious about this and and Bev is right. He's about to get choked up here. And if you give him the benefit of the doubt, you know why he's going to get choked up, because there are people that have had real PTSD, and many of them committed suicide from it. And if you truly believe that medical marijuana is something that could help those people, why wouldn't you be proud? Not just not proud, but proud to make that claim, right? So again, it's sophistry. It's what it is. It's weird.
Yeah, you're trying to help people. Why would you not be proud?
Absolutely. And one thing I want to say, I stand behind the vets 100%. I mean, I get all that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If I were Bob, how I would have probably handled this, even in his position, is, hey, some people on the opposite side of this argument thought that they could use this video to somehow bring people after me, or maybe say where I am or where I work or anything else, and then go into, but I'm totally proud about that. Here's the reason why I'm proud. But he didn't do that. He didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I don't think, like, somebody posted a video in the chat, right? That's as much as I care about it. Like, and he's saying now that he testified in front of the house over medical marijuana for PTSD. Well, good for him. You know, like, nobody would have gone after him for that at all.
No,
it's really strange.
Yeah.
Very admirable. In fact, I said, when we were talking about this, a few days ago, I said it's probably one of the things I would agree with Bob on. One of the very few things I would agree with him on.
Same here.
Yeah.
That's why I was trying to say, I don't understand why you think that's doxing and why you wouldn't want that to be known. I'd be proud of that.
Yeah, as we all know, PTSD happens in all sorts of weird circumstances, right? It's not just in the military.
No, you could be a firefighter. You could be in an accident. So many things, trauma-based things, yeah.
So, yeah, like, I commend him for doing that. Like, I don't know what he's trying to gain here. I really don't. You know, like, it does seem like it affects him as well. Like, there we go.
As a qualifying condition for medical marijuana. Now, I was military, but the worst experience I had in the military was getting yelled at by my drill sergeant and having to do push-ups. Okay? I didn't see combat, and I was fortunate with that. I did not suffer from PTSD because I didn't have the social impairment that goes along with PTSD. But I was a paramedic when I was a young.
Right. Now, I'm not too sure about what he just said there, because he said he didn't have PTSD because he didn't have the social impairment that goes along with PTSD. I don't know what he's saying. Like, is he saying he did or he didn't, or he had PTSD but not the social impairment side of it, so he didn't have PTSD? Or did he say you have to have some sort of social impairment in order to have PTSD? I don't know, but then again, I'm not a medical doctor or anything, so I wouldn't know anything about, you know, what is deemed to be PTSD, you know, in the eyes of the medical side. I wouldn't have a clue.
Man, and I saw things as a paramedic that changed me and gave me many of the symptoms of PTSD for many years. It took about 5 years for me to get through it.
So he had many of the symptoms, but not the social part of it. So he didn't really have PTSD, but he needed 5 years to get over it. So that shows you that PTSD must be worse than whatever Bob had. So there must be, you know, must be a top end sort of thing, PTSD. Good for him, looking after people.
And I testified on behalf of civilian PTSD sufferers because one of the problems that you run into with post-traumatic stress syndrome is suicide, intrusive thoughts, inability to sleep and function, and social impairment. The best way to treat it is with something called cognitive therapy.
Cognitive therapy is, anyone? Is that just discussing it and working through it? As far
Yeah,
as
cognitive therapy is basically seeing a psychiatrist, I believe.
to get over PTSD, but seeing a psychiatrist is just talking through it.
Talking through it, working through it. Yep.
Yep. It's on, like I say, we do it. It's a personal journey, right?
Yep.
So people who have PTSD get through it by discussing things with people, talking over things with obviously people that understand, people that can help you work through it. I like that as well. I mean, that sounds good. Conversation and working through things sounds like the best way to work through any sort of problems that anybody might have. And the civilian idea of the PTSD, very close to my heart too. So Bob's doing well. I mean, it's nice. This is showing like he's a good person, Bob, obviously. He sounds like he wants to help people.
Yeah, there's no way anybody in his right mind will disagree with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes many years to do it, but you have to live long enough to have that happen. And, you know, a lot of people we're getting a lot of suicides from people coming back from the service, from women that have been raped, from...
I'm going through the chat here. There's some highlighted comments from Bob's chat about doxing, strangely enough, about how vile the doxers are. Whilst Bob's telling us a story about how he's trying to help people, his chat is full of vile, horrible people, name-calling and slandering.
Folks that have lost children. You know, you lose your marriage. You know, what happens if you see your child ride his bike and then he gets hit by a car and then his head rolls down between your feet? All right, that has happened. And there are people...
Yeah, Bob, there are people in reality that have seen some terrible things. And it's some people that have seen some terrible things that they don't even know they've seen because they've had a mind wipe. It might have saved them from a lot of PTSD, but I would say it's sort of a PTSD. If you've seen something that's that traumatic that your own brain has wiped it from your memory, that I would say maybe a form of PTSD. And the social impairment might be you being different. Possibly. You never know.
That see things like that, and it destroys their lives, it destroys their marriage. I've seen it happen. And cannabis seems to help that. It helps with the intrusive thoughts, and it helps with getting sleep and things like that. And that's why I came to testify before the House.
Good for you, Bob.
And
I'm not
ashamed of that. I think that was a good thing to do. But then we had people like Bev Try Thinking and his little crew over there at Level Up or Level...
That's me. I'm Bev Try Thinking, and I'm guessing you lot are my little crew. Right? So he's just gone on and told everyone about his medical marijuana thing, and his immediate rebuttal is, and then there are people like me and you guys that are here. What do you think it is about me and you guys that it may be different? I'll put it again.
But then we had people like Bev Try Thinking and his little crew over there at Level Up or Level, whatever they call it, that thought it was cute to publish that because it has my full name in it. And
that's it. Publish that. And that is a video readily available on YouTube. Not posted by me. Posted by someone in our chat. Because, hey, Bob could have a sock account. I don't know. But you'd have to get Bob to prove that it wasn't him that posted it first. Because it's just a video readily available on YouTube. There's no need for anybody to do what Bob's doing, but one video readily available on YouTube, public video. He's even stated it himself that he is in. The subject of the video is Bob, of the video that was posted by somebody in our chat. Now, Bob's going to tell you what happens to you lot and me. What's up with us?
And it identifies who I am and who I work for, and they thought that it was cute to do that.
I didn't think it was cute at all. Didn't even know it had been posted.
Well,
Bob, hold on.
YouTube,
hold on,
no,
just
you
one
stop, SE. Now it's
I just
my
wanna
turn.
say one
No,
thing.
now it's my turn.
Okay, I'll stop.
That was you. I'm guessing that was you trying to tell him that you
didn't
didn't
even-
agree.
I tried, yeah.
He said now it's my turn. Like, wait a minute, you didn't even give him a turn.
Yeah. Yeah, he was still going. He's still going. But he's a
Didn't wanna hear
military
it.
man. Yeah, this is military Bob here now.
Yeah, it's my turn to show you now.
Yep.
To show you something.
Yeah, this is how we fix it. Here we go.
Okay, I'll rebut after if you don't mind.
You know you will not. This is my statement. You don't like it, leave the channel.
Right? He's just making a statement now. You're not even going to be able to rebut what Bob's saying. He's going.
Now, when people use that to release personal information,
Nobody released any personal information. State it once again. A video that Bob has just admitted on his channel, it has him in it, was posted in the Discord channel that I'm a member of, same as everybody else here. Somebody posted a readily available public video in the Discord chat. Can't be understated any more than that. And a video, like we've just said, that nobody's blaming Bob for. Nobody's saying anything bad about it. We all think it's a good idea. I don't know what Bob's doing. Honestly.
We support it.
Yeah.
I personally, I support that video.
100%. 100%. And one thing more to note here is the fact that none of us knew that had been posted in the chat until Bob came on and highlighted it. And once he highlighted it and made a stink about it, that's when a video went out to try to defend the fact that you're talking about a video that's publicly available and you're claiming it's doxing, which is basically the Streisand effect. It's pointing to something that no one would have noticed anyway to make a deal out of it. And one has to wonder whether or not that was part of Bob's plan to begin with, because he knows what Bev does. He knows that Bev records all the time. He knew what was going to happen if he came in here and said that there was a video out there that was doxing him. He knew exactly what was going to happen. And here we are, and we're about to get what's going to happen when you do that sort of stuff to Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. Thank you.
on somebody and encourage their followers to go to that original video and put shit in there about me.
If you go to the video, the top comment on it will be a warning that that video is being used by a certain person to get your videos taken down on YouTube due to false doxing claims. That's the warning that I've put on that video that he's talking about. Beware of what Bob is doing here. If you ever see that video in the chat and Bob's there, make sure you delete it, because Bob will be striking or trying to take your video channel down because somebody's posted it. Be aware if you ever see it, the video.
To damage my professional reputation.
Nobody's damaging Bob's professional reputation, like we've just said. Nobody's bothered about it. Medical marijuana. What is he going on about?
And personal reputation, because I ripped them a new one on their silly flat earth nonsense.
Bob is obviously model afflicted. Don't know how many times we've said we are not flat earthers. The silly flat earth nonsense that Bob imagines he's ripping a new one is not us. He might have us mistaken for somebody else, but we are not flat earthers here on this channel. I don't want to be associated with people like Bob either after this, because it's obvious that Bob is seriously model afflicted. He thinks we are something we have said we are not. Now, whether Bob thinks he's doing it because of that, I don't know.
Yeah, and again, who in this group thinks it would be damaging to Bob professionally or in any other way? We all agree with him on the topic. Completely agree.
Absolutely. I mean, he should know, or he might know if he looks into it or came to ask us anything, that PTSD and that sort of stuff is big with me. It's stuff that happens in the mind that you're not aware of, needs to be worked through. That is what we do. On a very minor level, right? Low level stuff, but the mind and the way the mind reacts and the way the mind can deceive you and trouble you is exactly what we do here. Bob's obviously talking about to a greater extent there, which is even more so for me personally. Bob doesn't realise yet. Hopefully we don't have to get there, but I mean, at a later date we might end up getting there with Bob. I hope not, because I hope we're finished with him after this video. But yeah, this is, it's a good thing that Bob's doing. Nobody's damaging anybody's reputation by anything here, as far as I know. The only reputation that's being ruined is Bob trying to smear this place, Next Level Discord, with some sort of ridiculous trumped up charge for somebody posting a readily available public video in the chat. That's it.
All right. Game on, kiddo.
Yeah, listen to that.
On their silly flat earth nonsense. All right.
Sorry.
Game on, kiddo.
Game on, kiddo. Like, what does that mean?
I was just going to ask.
Anyone
what
got
the hell
a
does that mean?
clue what Bob's doing there?
Who's he talking to exactly, and like what's he saying? Game on.
Yeah.
Does that mean that he's like?
He thinks he wants to try and take. He's already told me he wants to take down my YouTube channel. Now I don't know if that's the game that he's playing.
Well, it sounds like he's manufacturing something so that he can justify some sort of retaliation for something that didn't actually happen.
I don't know what the game is that Bob wants to be playing. I guess we'll find out at some point what Bob's doing. But if the game is trying to take each other's YouTube channels down, well, there's only one person playing that game, and that's Bob. So Play on, Bob.
All right. One of the things you never really want to see.
Even that would-
One of the things you never really want to see is me mad. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Americans.
Listen.
We're very nice people until you piss us off, and then we will cross a frozen river in the middle of the night and kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning. And yes, we've done it.
Anyone get that? You don't want to piss Bob off, or
Was that a death threat to people who
sounded
pissing
like
off?
it? I'll do it again, right? Because he does say, "You game on, kiddo," and then you don't want to piss me off because I mean, I'll put his words to do it. You say it, Bob, for us, will you?
On their silly flat earth nonsense. All right. Game on, kiddo. All right. One of the things you never really want to see.
Even that would-
One of the things you never really want to see is me mad. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Americans. We're very nice people until you piss us off, and then we will cross a frozen river in the middle of the night and kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning. And yes, we've done it. That's kind of the way I am.
It's kind of the way Bob is. He will cross a frozen river. Now, I'm in the UK. I'm fine. There's no rivers in between me and him. He's got a big ocean, and it'll never freeze over. So I don't know. I'm not suggesting that Bob may be there. It sounded like a death threat, but it's a long
I'm
way
in
for him to
Canada,
come.
bro,
I
and it's
know.
pretty cold.
Well,
The
here-
rivers are frozen.
Yeah, you could cross right over that Michigan Lake Superior. He's moving in.
Well, he does say that, right? I mean, SE's in the background, like.
I would also say that, you know, if you're trying to be careful about what you say, you might not want to include yourself in a group of people that actually did do what you said that they did. You know, you don't want to self-incriminate yourself there, Bob.
Well, I guess that's a
I mean,
bit too late, isn't it? He's actually
He already
said
did.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, some people
But he
might
said, "We
consider
did
that
it."
a death threat. Yeah, we did it.
The words.
Yeah, Sean
I don't know
Hawkins
who
jumps
he's
in with
talking
him.
about.
Yeah, him and Sean. It sounds like they do it silent, ninja style.
I can't wait till the spring when the rivers thaw out. I'll feel more secure then.
Kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning. And yes, we've done it. That's kind of the way I am.
And yes, we've done it.
Yeah, him and
Oh,
Sean.
he's talking about Americans or him and Sean?
Yeah, it's a
hopefully he's
historical
talking about
event,
Americans, but-
I believe. Yeah.
He didn't really
Oh.
distinguish. I don't know.
Yeah,
Wasn't very specific.
yeah. He
Gotta
did-
play that part again. It was breaking up for me.
Okay.
Until you piss us off, and then we will cross a frozen river in the middle of the night and kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning. And yes, we've done it. That's kind of the way I am. So-
I'm scared, Bob. I'm in Canada, close by. Damn.
That's kind of the way I am.
Yep. And yes, we've done it. That's kind of the way I am. We've got it. It's on the meme that we're not allowed to post. Perhaps this is
He might
why.
need- He might need some cognitive therapy.
You think this is why it doesn't allow me to post
Memes,
on his
because
channel?
he
Maybe.
knows there are memes of direct quotes that Bob has quoted. Yeah, I think so. I mean, who would want direct quotes of people reminding you that you've issued death threats to people on the basis that you've got angry and mad because of a trumped up doxing thing that you've manufactured yourself? I mean, he's doing well, isn't he? So it does sound like a reputable type of guy. Still, he did some good things for the PTSD sufferers, right?
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
stand
basically
behind
the
him
way-
on that. Absolutely.
Not so much on the trumped up doxing charges or the death threats. He
No,
could do
negative
to
on that.
Stop on those two a little bit and keep up with the helping the PTSD sufferers. But I don't know how impartial you have to be. It doesn't sound like he's that impartial to me as a medical doctor.
All right. So that's basically the way. That's why I'm a little upset about doxing right now.
That's why he's a little upset about doxing, because he's had to come forward about the video that he was in, and that he's had to issue some death threats. Tell people not to make Bob angry, otherwise he might do that. I don't know.
And they think it's cute to put that up, and I'm not going to tolerate it. And I hope everybody else does.
I agree with you on that. I agree.
And look at that. He said, this is an incitement to his fans as well now, I think. Because he says, I hope everybody else will too.
Now. And they think it's cute to put that up, and I'm not going to tolerate it. And I hope everybody else does.
I agree with you on that.
Right, so he's not going to tolerate it, and he's not tolerating something that he's made up, is to sort of issue a death threat. And then he hopes everybody else should not tolerate it, like Bob has not tolerated it too. But all he's not tolerating is people posting videos in Discord chats.
I agree. Let me just say one thing. I agree. I'm 100% with you. The thing here is, I don't believe we doxed you because
I don't care what you stop. Stop, Essie.
I'm Dr. Bob
Stop.
from Northern Michigan.
Essie, stop. I don't really give a rat's ass what you or anybody else thinks.
Right? Stop, Essie. I don't give a rat's ass what you or anybody else thinks. It's important for this bit, right? Because you said you don't think we doxed him, which I'm with you as well. Posting a readily available public video in a Discord channel is most certainly not doxing, especially when the guy has just admitted on his own YouTube channel that it was him that was in the video. Seems a little bit strange, but to say that he doesn't give a rat's ass what you think. Listen to what he says.
I think you doxed me.
He doesn't give a shit what you think, but he thinks you doxed him. Like, how much of a model afflicted statement is this?
Ass what you or anybody else think.
I was just going to say, not only that, but he's saying you. Like, he's not really specific about anything, really.
Yeah.
But if you're going to make an accusation, I mean, are you blaming SE because that's who you're talking to? Or are you blaming UBEV or anybody who's on this channel? I mean, who is he blaming exactly?
Well,
he just says you.
Yeah. Well, he did group everybody in, right? The whole little crew, as he said.
Yeah.
And then he said he doesn't give a rat's ass what SE thinks, because SE said, I don't think we doxed you, right? SE put the we in. And then Bob thinks you, I'll play it again. I think you doxed me.
I don't really give a rat's ass what you or anybody else thinks. I think you doxed me. That's enough. More.
Yeah, he thinks that you doxed him, and that's enough for him to put in reports to YouTube and trying to take videos down, trying to take channels down. Just the fact that he thinks you doxed him by somebody posting a readily available video and blah, 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 you know. Right.
More importantly, YouTube thinks he doxed me and took the video down as a violation of the term of service. You may not agree with it. You're more than welcome now.
That's not what happened. Bob put a report in that something he wanted taken out of the video.
Not to agree with it. You can appeal it.
I decided not to take it out.
Quite frankly, I didn't appreciate it. Now,
I just re-upload the video.
the reason that I told you I appreciated you to begin with was the fact that you had put that video up where you mirrored his video. And I asked you to take it down, and you didn't agree with me, but you took it down. And I appreciate that. That was the right thing to do. I'm letting YouTube deal with the other one. So, that's that.
Well, I guess you're too triggered for conversation. Maybe another time.
No, we're not going to have another conversation about this. This is the one and only conversation we're having about this. It's over. It's up to YouTube legal right now. Yeah, Glass.
Hey, Bob.
Or Sean.
And not only will we cross that frozen river in the middle of the night, we will do it in silence, and we will not incur one single casualty.
Well, that was the first was intentional. The second was just sheer luck.
Yeah.
You know, the only reason we got away with it was they were all hungover. And
so that's the latest bit of the video now.
So that was Sean, by the way, that was Sean chiming in at the end there, right?
Yep, he was joining in on the we crossing the river and saying they will do it silently and they will not accrue one casualty.
He didn't say we did cross. He said we will.
Yes.
Cross the river. Like him and Bob will cross that river silently.
Sean said, Sean said it in present tense. Bob said it in past. Yeah, Bob said it originally in past tense. He was referring to the historical event, but Sean put it into present tense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, you know, Sean, but I mean, it does show that there is something going on with those people. They are teaming up against, I don't know what they're going against at the minute, because they're model afflicted and they're, you know, it seems to me like they're trumping up charges and stuff. But so that being the first chance we get chance to talk to Bob about the video that afterwards. So the initial video, do you want to hear the bit of when he came in at the beginning to say that it wasn't him? Because he's just said that it was him. So this is the original bit of when Bob came in here to let us know. This is a recap of what the initial part of when Bob came in was like. We didn't understand it, but I mean, this is what happened at first.
And due to some things that happened on this server, I've got to get going. I need to leave it.
Why? What's happened? Come on, elaborate.
I've been doxxed, and I don't appreciate it. Yes, on this server.
Do you want to prove that, Bob?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Bob?
No, I've been doxxed on this server.
What do you mean, Bob? That's a big accusation. That's a big accusation, Bob. What do you mean by being doxxed? You're Bob, the science guy.
And I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House.
Right, so he says he's not. But in the other one, he is. The subject of the video was him. But he's not it. So I think this is he's come here initially as a character, a YouTube character. Bob the Science Guy. And he doesn't want Bob the Science Guy being linked. Now that other one, I don't know which Bob that was. This might be a different Bob. Possibly, I don't know. But one of them seems to think it was him, and the other one says it's not him. This is the one that initially said it was doxing, by the way.
On an issue. Okay. All right. I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking about that video that somebody's posted?
Yeah.
Right, so that video that's on YouTube, you have a problem with the video that's on YouTube, do you?
I have a problem with that video being here, yes.
Right, there you go. So what he says is
I have a problem with that video being here, yes.
Yeah, I have a problem with that video being here. No, let me just... how do I work this? Main screen. Common sense science. Can you guys see that, or
Yeah.
do I need to swap?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my windows to...
You're good. We see your thing. We see your mouse moving.
Main screen. Is that... Have you got that one now? That
Yep.
screen. That one? Yeah.
Affirmative.
Okay, now I'm going to type in here at the top. Can you see the top of the screen or not? No. I'm just going to type in Dr. Bob Medical I don't know. EU marijuana.
Bev,
Probably not the right. Yep.
who's Mac 65?
I don't know. Is he in here?
They're deaf. I've deafened them, but they can see what you're doing.
Okay. Right, well, I'm recording this and I'm going to cover over these names because I know Bob will do it. So I typed in Dr. Bob Medical Marijuana, and at the top of the search results here are Dr. Bob somebody on why medical marijuana should be approved for PTSD and Parkinson's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's there. So let's click this. Oh, come on. And here's the video. This is the video. Go back. That was on cannabisbrilliant.com. This one here. Dr. Bob. Oh, shit. Remind me to cut that out. Dr. Bob, Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob. Right, so the video is there, and all you have to do is type in Dr. Bob Medical Marijuana. You don't even have to put PTSD. You don't even have to put where he's from, where he opens his videos up with, where he lives, or anything. Just literally Dr. Bob Medical Marijuana. That's it. Now, I didn't know that beforehand. It was only because somebody posted that video that's readily available here. It's on this thing. This video. They posted this video in the Discord channel. And that's as much as I know about Dr. Bob, science guy. Apart from the fact that he accuses people of doxing when they haven't doxed. He tries to take down YouTube videos and YouTube channels because of certain video is posted, and he attacks people. He goes after a certain group of people, flat earthers. Dr. Bob associates anyone he doesn't like with this group of people that he doesn't like. He will readily put people into that group, even though they say, definitely not a flat earther. I can prove it's not flat. And Dr. Bob won't talk to us about that. I don't know whether we should be calling him Dr. Bob. That might be a doxing thing. He may be going to take this down.
Well, he did used to call himself Dr. Bob, and that was his name on Discord and whatever. And he does say he's from Northern Michigan. I don't want to, whatever. I don't know why a guy would do that. And then, I mean, you could just go into Google and Google Dr. Bob Michigan, and all kinds of stuff comes up. And it may or may not be him, but
yeah, well,
if you, I don't know.
You're not allowed to look into it unless you have his permission, I think. That's what he said earlier. Like,
How's
it's
it gonna
okay
get
him telling people that, which he did tell people that was him in the video. That's okay him doing that, but I mean, whether it's okay for other people to do it now that he said it's okay, but you never know. Literally, you never know what he's capable of.
And it's interesting that if you play back, Bev, what he said when he first came in, that he had to leave the server, and we were asking him why he left the server, and it was because he was being doxxed. And notice he didn't come in to say, "Hey, Bev, I just want to let you know somebody named so and so posted a video chat that I'd rather not have out there," and give us the reason why or anything. He didn't even go down that route. He just blamed everybody on this Discord server.
Yeah.
For doing that. He didn't even attempt to be courteous about it and say, or give anyone the benefit of the doubt, because again, to your point, we don't even know if it was him using a sock account or somebody else that doesn't like him, or maybe doesn't agree with medical marijuana, like we've all stated we do, to say, hey, just want to let you know somebody posted something on your Discord chat that I don't appreciate, and here's why, and not even attempting to say, would you take it down, never mind whether anybody would or not. But he didn't even go there. He just automatically went to, you doxed me. Automatically.
Yeah, I'm blanking everyone, blocking people. Like Mobius, he came here to have a chat with Mobius about something that they'd arranged and trumped this charge up, right? He made this up completely, all fictional, all in Bob's head. I think, personally, it was to stop him from talking to Mobius, but it's a little bit extreme for that to occur.
The way it went down, like, we were talking, he had to go. So we said, all right, well, maybe tomorrow or the next day or whatever, I'll be around. So he comes back the next day and he's like, hey, Mobius, where you at? I'm like, I can't really talk right now. It's like, all right, well, I've got all this stuff ready. How come, whatever, how come you're not ready? We talked about it. I said, well, I'm not on your schedule, sorry, but I'll be around. You post the drawing that you wanted to post. So then he comes back and he says, I can't talk to anybody on this server. I'm not going to have this conversation on this server. He sends me an invite to his server. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go over there and talk to you over there. So then he bans me I wasn't even talking to him. I was talking to other people on his server, having a normal conversation. It wasn't hostile or toxic or anything like that. And then he's on YouTube talking shit. And I said, hey, on the comments, I said, since you're reading the comments, how about, commenting on posting that drawing that you wanted to post so we can talk about it. And then he goes on this rant about how he was doxxed, and then he kicks me from the YouTube comments, and I just don't understand it. I kind of took it personally, it's like, are you blaming me personally? I mean, what's going on exactly?
Yeah, there's some strange things going on at the minute. Like, it does seem like he wanted to get away from the argument, and that's why he's trumped up this charge in order to get rid of all of us from a conversation that we don't want to be in. Like, I personally don't want to have model afflicted globe earthers chasing me around telling me I'm a flat earther when I know I'm not. It's just strange.
Doing this.
Ooh, who's that? Is that dude?
Yeah.
Is that Mac? Oh.
Well,
Anyway.
he's deafened and muted. I don't know.
This is do you want to unmute him and let's see what Mac wants to say?
Muted himself.
I think.
Yeah, let him talk.
We'll undeafen him.
I don't know who's deafened or.
Yeah. Yo, Mac, you want to say something? Oh, he's deafened
No, he's
himself
definitely
now.
again. I think he's doing that.
Oh, he's probably not got the right button. It's the other button, Mac. The other one.
He's done it before. I'm sure there was something coming from you a bit earlier, Mac. Hello, Mac.
Yeah, I even tried asking Bob or whatever you want to call him. I told him, I said, I don't really care what you do in your personal life. I just want to talk about this drawing that you've got. The description that you want to lay out for me so that I can better understand what you're trying to tell me.
Well, like we said, there are no globe model believers with any geometric evidence, I say, but you may as well go for geometric proof and get your 3 Bitcoins, right? There's no geometric proof for the globe model. If there is, or you think there is, then there's 150k, like 3 Bitcoins up for it. But I mean, that's irrelevant. We have proofs, and we're willing to talk to people about them. It seems really strange that Bob is trying to get out of that conversation by trumping up really ridiculous ideas of doxing and stuff, which I don't know. I'm not into. I don't really want to be around people that are like that. And after we've just heard SE right over there tonight, it seems like the model affliction is leading them to become terrible snowflakes in a really strange way. That they're accusing people of all sorts of things. They're wanting to know how toilets work, which is fantastic globe model affliction behavior. I'm pretty much done with this type of stuff, but I mean, I'm always in for, if anybody wants to talk about the proofs of anything, I'll tell you my proofs for level being horizontal, work you through them, first principles all the way up to the conclusion, the definite conclusion that level is horizontal. It's open for anyone. Anyone can come in here. We'll go through it. We'll do it. Match us proof for proof, although we know there is none, so you won't be able to do that. But come and learn what we've got. Or we, like, again, Mr. Sensible wants logic. He's the logic guy. We've got a team logic. We'll do the team logic event. There's people here that want it. There's people here that want to have debates, although we know there's no such thing as a debate, but we'll have discussions about stuff. Some of us are even willing to entertain a model. Do the little model dance. I'm not. I prefer to keep in reality. Facts and proofs. So anyone wants to come and talk about that? Open to it. Don't care about people. Don't care about your name. Don't care where you live. Don't care anything. Bring your evidence. Bring your chat, and we'll have a quick discussion about it. Other than that, I think we're done. Anybody else want to say anything? And we'll hopefully put an end to this now. Is it, just before we go, does anybody consider what we've just done here, doxing? Could anybody think of any reason other than the fact that I said his name and I've got to go back over the thing and blank out all of the references to such and such a person's name?
Personally, I'd like to say banning people, muting people, and limiting speech, I don't think is the way to go. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that if you're going to accuse somebody of something, to not give them any leeway to, you know, even ask questions about what it is that they're being accused of. You know, if you're just going to ban them, you know, you don't really, you're not really banning them because of, you know, whatever, right? Because I mean, I don't know.
Well, let's put it this way. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done.
No, I was. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, no matter what side of the argument you're on, it's fair to say that I'm sure everybody will agree that if somebody's accused of something, should have a right to defend themselves. Sure, we could all agree on that, right?
Yeah, I mean that's, you know, the foothold of justice, right?
Yeah.
You can't just go around accusing people of stuff and that fly, because I mean, shoot, they used to, you know, execute the false accuser, you know, back in the day.
Oops. Well, like I say, depends on what you think doxing is, and Bob obviously thinks people posting videos that are readily available on public YouTube, then who am I to argue with it? But I mean, I wouldn't say it's healthy for him to start shouting it out and inciting people like Sean Hawkins to cross rivers to silently murder people. I don't know.
I just want to say that I'm somewhat offended that I haven't been personally accused of anything.
Yet.
I mean, come on.
Who have we got? Some new people in? Dinosaur as well.
I don't know. I guess you're live streaming right now on YouTube. Maybe they're deafened because they're watching the live stream. I don't know.
No, I'm not live streaming. I was just recording it.
Oh.
I can't put that out, right? That'd be banned. I'd be banned now already. Somebody would have reported it because I put, you know, I said his name. I said a second name of somebody because I read it. I'm gonna have to go. Like, I mean, this is how strange it is, right? This is how bad it's gonna be. For me to put this out that I've just recorded, I'm gonna have to go back and blank out the names and where I said it on the YouTube. Otherwise, I know for a fact it will be reported.
So ridiculous.
That's how bad it is.
Dinosaur just left. He was deafened and muted anyway. I don't know why people come on and deafen and mute themselves.
Well, apparently there's a way that even if you're deafened, you can still hear. Somebody said that the other day. Yeah.
Yep.
Just putting that out there for everybody.
There's a hack on the phones that you can do it, and there is a bot that also aids you to do it.
There's some weirdos out there, man.
Why not just come in and have a conversation?
Why not just come in and have a conversation, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're more than open to it.
I'll tell you why. Because this way, they think that we're talking and he can't hear us, right? And we'll be more, you know, more ourselves, so to speak.
Well, they can still report back, right? If they're listening in, then they'll have it on a loudspeaker to a room or whatever, and there will be multiple people listening in.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, but
Well-
they're hoping that we might say something we wouldn't otherwise say if they weren't in the room. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe they'll learn that we pretty much are what we say we are.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Pretty much are what we say we are. And again, if they're listening to us, and if Bob gets this, and actually, if you're still recording, Bev,
Yeah.
I'll say it again. I think it was noble for him to do what he did in that video. Absolutely noble. Not so sure about all this stuff around this and the reason for this video. I don't think that's noble at all. But the topic itself, very noble.
You mean the helping people out with the PTSD?
Hell
and all
yes.
that?
With
Yeah,
medical
I agree.
marijuana
Yeah,
for
it's
civilians and not
great.
just combat troops coming back with PTSD. Totally 1000% on board with that.
Absolutely. The video that is readily available on YouTube that has led to all of this doxing stuff, that particular video of Dr. Bob, well, I didn't know it existed, right? And it made me actually think of him a little bit better. Because all Bob's been to me is Bendy's Uncle Bob, the model afflicted guy that lies about doing stuff with you, auto levels.
Auto levels.
Yeah,
and stuff,
putting
yeah.
lights on his tripod of his auto level. Like, that was the Bob that I was dealing with beforehand. This other new one that's helping people is a completely different guy. So, yeah, good luck to you, Bob. I don't know whether the game on thing would be... First off, what's the game? And then we'll get involved, Bob. Let us know the game. We like playing games. But if it's a game of making up and slandering, making up false charges of things to report YouTube videos, I'm not game for that. And I'm not playing that silly, childish game.
All right, we don't support people that dox people. All right, we don't support childish name calling.
Come on.
All
Bob,
right,
you're a public figure. Your videos are out all over the place.
I am
don't
as Bob
understand
the
why you're on
Science
this
Guy.
dox
I
thing.
am as Bob the Science
Not a
Guy and
public
research
figure.
flat moon. Now, let's go ahead and adjust that really quickly. Here's the issue.
Sure.
YouTube is taking down a number of videos of people that doxed me in the flat earth and used it as a weapon against me. I am known well enough in Michigan that I'm easy enough to find. However, you knowing who I am is one thing. You disseminating that information without my permission is doxing. If I wish to tell people in general on my YouTube creator accounts what my address is, or what my kids' names are, or, where I live, that's up to me. It is not up to you. Sean knows my address. Sean knows my phone number. All right? I'm fine with that. If people find that out on their own, that's fine with me. However, I would have words with Sean if he published my address and my phone number without my permission. Simply because you know something does not mean you can make a video and tell other people.
You don't have the right to splurt it just because you know it. I know his address. He knows
Glass
my
knows
address.
who me.
We're
Yeah,
not
Glass
gonna
knows
say
me.
anything.
And that's just the way, that is the rules of engagement. SE. You violate the rules of engagement, I will crush you.
No, I hear you, Bob, but my point is those are public videos that were posted. It's not like somebody posted
It was
you
public videos
barbecuing
that
in
are
your-
not, and to be honest with you, the subject of the video is not something I'm not proud of. As a matter of fact, I'm very glad to, I was glad, the subject of the video was me testifying before the House committee on the inclusion of post-traumatic stress syndrome as a qualifying condition for medical marijuana. Now, I was military, but the worst experience I had in the military was getting yelled at by my drill sergeant and having to do push-ups. Okay? I didn't see combat, and I was fortunate with that. I did not suffer from PTSD because I didn't have the social impairment that goes along with PTSD. But I was a paramedic when I was a young man, and I saw things as a paramedic that changed me and gave me many of the symptoms of PTSD for many years. It took about 5 years for me to get through it. You know, and I testified on behalf of civilian PTSD sufferers, because one of the problems that you run into with post-traumatic stress syndrome is suicide, intrusive thoughts, inability to sleep and function, and social impairment. The best way to treat it is with something called cognitive therapy, where you talk through it, and it takes many years to do it, but you have to live long enough to have that happen. And, you know, a lot of people we're getting a lot of suicides from people coming back from the service, from women that have been raped, from folks that have lost children. You know, you lose your marriage. You know, what happens if you see your child ride his bike and then he gets hit by a car and then his head rolls down between your feet? All right, that has happened. And there are people that see things like that, and it destroys their lives, it destroys their marriage. I've seen it happen. And cannabis seems to help that. It helps with the intrusive thoughts, and it helps with getting sleep and things like that. And that's why I came to testify before the House. And I'm not ashamed of that. I think that was a good thing to do. But then we had people like Bev Try Thinking and his little crew over there at Level Up, or Level whatever they call it, that thought it was cute to publish that because it has my full name in it. And it identifies who I am and who I work for. And they thought that it was cute to do that. Well,
Bob, hold on.
YouTube, no, you stop, SE. Now it's my turn. No, now it's my turn.
Okay, I'll rebut after if you don't mind.
You know you will not. This is my statement. You don't like it, leave the channel. Now, when people use that to release personal information on somebody and encourage their followers to go to that original video and put shit in there about me to damage my professional reputation and personal reputation because I ripped them a new one on their silly flat earth nonsense. All right. Game on, kiddo. All right. One of the things you never really want to see. One of the things you never really want to see is me mad. All right.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Americans. We're very nice people until you piss us off, and then we will cross a frozen river in the middle of the night and kill you in your sleep on Christmas morning. And yes, we've done it. That's kind of the way I am.
And
So-
I'm scared, Bob. I'm in Canada, close by. Damn.
All right. So that's basically the way. That's why I'm a little upset about doxing right now. And they think it's cute to put that up, and I'm not going to tolerate it. And I hope everybody else does.
I
either.
agree with you on that. I agree. Let me just say one thing. I agree. I'm 100% with you. The thing here is,
No, you're not.
I don't believe we doxed you because
I don't
you
care what
start
you
your
stop.
videos and you
Stop,
say,
SE.
I'm Dr. Bob
Stop.
from Northern Michigan.
Essie, stop. I don't really give a rat's ass what you or anybody else thinks. I think you doxed me. That's enough. More importantly, YouTube thinks he doxed me and took the video down as a violation of the term of service. You may not agree with it. You're more than welcome not to agree with it. You can appeal it. But quite frankly, I didn't appreciate it. Now, the reason that I told you I appreciated you to begin with was the fact that you had put that video up where you mirrored his video. And I asked you to take it down, and you didn't agree with me, but you took it down. And I appreciate that. That was the right thing to do. I'm letting YouTube deal with the other one. So that's that.
Well, I guess you're too triggered for conversation. Maybe another time.
No, we're not going to have another conversation about this. This is the one and only conversation we're having about this. It's over. It's up to YouTube legal right now. Yeah, Glass.
Hey, Bob.
Or Sean.
And not only will we cross that frozen river in the middle of the night, we will do it in silence, and we will not incur one single casualty.
Well, that was the first was intentional. The second was just sheer luck.
Yeah.
You know, the only reason we got away with it was they were all hungover. And
right. This video is being uploaded, re-uploaded, because there is. I've had to cut out references to a video that I'm not allowed to put in the video, but it is freely available on YouTube. Be aware.
And due to some things that happened on this server, I've got to get going. I need to leave it.
Why? What's happened? Come on, elaborate.
I've been doxxed, and I don't appreciate it. Yes, on this server.
On this server? Do you want to prove that, Bob?
Yeah. What are you talking about, Bob?
No, I've been doxxed on this server.
What do you mean, Bob? That's a big accusation. That's a big accusation, Bob. What do you mean by being doxxed? You're Bob, the science guy.
Yeah, and that's, I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House on an issue. Okay. All right, I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking about that video that somebody's posted?
Yeah.
Right, so that video that's on YouTube, you have a problem with the video that's on YouTube, do you?
I have a problem with that video being here, yes.
If you drew your horizontal from your first point, which is perpendicular to your vertical at that point, every point beyond that was the same elevation above the datum would be dropping down.
I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House.
I'm an adult
on an issue. I'm not a particular individual. I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking about that video that somebody's posted?
Yeah, I'm not a particular individual.
They're always perpendicular by definition.
I have a problem with that video being here, yes. I'm not a particular individual.
It's 3.
What?
3. You have to open your mind. I'm an adult. I know what parallel means. I'm an adult. They're making claims.
I'm not a particular individual. I have a problem with that video being here. Yes.
Aren't parallel. Definition. The disconnect is pretty simple. What they're doing is they're trying to redefine certain terms, and they're making claims that are unsupported. It's not a proof that is establishing a horizontal plane, because I can say that it also establishes a curved line. The disconnect is pretty simple. What they're doing is they're trying to redefine certain terms. I'm an adult.
I'm not a particular individual.
They're making claims that are unsupported. I don't use those terms.
You have no proof for your model geometrically.
Don't ask me definitions. I'm an adult. I know what parallel means.
I'm not a particular individual.
Are they? Horizontals and verticals, definitely, yes.
Yeah, by definition, a horizontal and a vertical are perpendicular to each other.
Because it's horizontal, isn't it? The water level establishes.
The disconnect is pretty simple. What they're doing is they're trying to redefine. It's level, it's not horizontal. You're confusing your terms.
I have a problem with that video being here. Yes.
If they were perpendicular to the same horizontal.
I have a problem with that video being here. Yes. I have a problem with that video being here. Yes.
On those terms that may not
necessarily be what I'm using.
Your model dictates what you
I'm using the surface of the sphere. That's what I call it, period. The disconnect is pretty simple. What they're doing
where all of this goes.
is they're trying to I'm not a particular individual.
Take advice from fools. 'Cause everything that they say is in
Okay, so I can't draw a line from A to B and have it share a segment with a line from B to A.
We all know what they do.
The road up is the road down.
Correct. So those would be two segments, wouldn't it? One would be defined as A to B, and the other would be defined as B to A. Correct.
It's the same line.
Okay, so what's your point?
But it looks like we've got Bob here.
It's pretty flat and level now.
All right, thanks
Thank you very
for
much.
stopping by, Bob.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I will stop by tomorrow, and if you want, we'll go ahead and continue this and see if we can get this sorted out. I want
Right on.
this clear. All right. Take care, guys.
All right.
Cheers, Bob.
Thanks for having me.
Well,
Hey, gents, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, all right. How you doing?
Evening.
I
Evening.
stopped by for that discussion, but a couple of things have come up. Mobius, are you here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I am, but I don't know that I can talk a lot.
All right, we're going to have to meet over on my server because I'm leaving this one. And if you want to, I sent you a link for it. But we can
Why
meet
are you
over
leaving
there.
us,
You just
Bob?
let me know.
Is it a Mobius only thing then?
Yes.
Why
Well,
are
I mean, you guys are
leaving?
welcome to come over too. I posted the link everywhere, but I'm
Oh, I
not
just
going
thought
to
you said it was a
banning us,
Mobius
Bob.
only thing.
You keep
No, I
banning us,
invited
or
him over
is
to
it
my
somebody
server.
else, one of your other mods that keeps kicking us? Or me, anyway. Is that off?
Well,
and
you're
not
welcome to come
open
over. I
everyone?
don't have an issue with it. You know,
Well,
just behave yourself and you're
Who
fine.
keeps kicking us from your server then?
I don't kick anybody from your server.
No.
From my server.
Who is then? One of your other mods?
No.
Well, somebody's kicking us from that server because I
As
was
long
in
as you
it.
come over and behave
Now
yourself,
I'm not
you're
in
fine.
it. Yeah, but
I sent
wasn't-
you the link. You're welcome to come.
Right.
All right.
Is that so you can
When's this
kick
going to
us?
happen?
I don't know. It's up to Mobius. We were supposed to meet now. I'm all set to go right now, but apparently he's busy. And due to some things that happened on this server, I've got to get going. I need to leave it.
Why? What's happened? Come on,
I've been
elaborate.
doxxed. I've been doxxed,
On this
and I don't
server?
appreciate it. Yes, on
On
this
this
server.
server? Do you want
Yes.
to prove that, Bob?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
are you talking about, Bob?
No, I've been doxxed on this server.
What
in the
do you
chat. I
mean,
sent
Bob? That's a big
Look in the chat.
accusation. That's a big accusation, Bob. What do you
Look in the
mean
chat.
by being doxxed? You're Bob,
All right.
the science guy.
Yeah, and I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House on an issue. All right, I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking
That
about
doxes
that
me.
video that somebody's posted?
Yeah.
Right, so that video that's on YouTube, you have a problem with the video that's on YouTube, do you?
I have a problem with that video being here, yes. So,
But it is a
take care,
video
guys.
on YouTube. So do you
It's
have a
not
problem
on
with the
it's not on
video
my
being
channel.
on YouTube? Bob? Or has he gone?
Yeah.
It appears Bob has a problem with the video on YouTube. Now, Bob blames us for that video being on YouTube.
Well done.
So that's it then.
What video?
Well, he said it's in the chat, so I'd have a look through the live chat.
Oh. Got Lauren Hardy. Right?
Oh, there
Yeah,
you
that'll
go.
be the one.
That one.
Bob the science guy.
Dr. Bob. Dr. Bob.
Oh, is that him?
That's that
Oh.
video. Yeah. He doesn't like
Oh.
the fact that video is on YouTube and somebody's posting it.
I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House on an issue. All right. I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking about that video that somebody's posted?
Yeah.
He's not proud of
Not our problem.
himself. He's not proud of himself. That.
Doesn't represent that company, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Where was this posted, Bev?
Posted in the live chat right now. Posting a video is now what Bob considers super snowflake doxing, apparently. He's got his name on the fucking front thing of the thumbnail.
It's his video. How does that work? Right, if you put a video out there, that's out there.
It was none of us that put that video out, so it's got nothing to do with this server.
Well, that was weird. I guess he wasn't going to be talking over here anyway. Even if I was available. So, sorry, guys.
All right, dude.
Crazy rambling madmen do have moments of clarity. It appears.
Yeah, but he's not proud of showing that side of him off. He has to stay as a hard glober.
Looks like Matey from 40 Towers.
What, John Cleese?
That's him.
Does he really?
There's certain times where he turns his head. I'm watching the video.
I'm not bothering.
Just reminds me of... Yeah, I've got no sound. I'm just looking at him. A fair few years ago, crikey.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get a grip. But
I wonder who found that anyway.
it's on the internet, though. That's the thing.
It's on YouTube. Yeah. I mean... yeah.
You have to go and have a word with that bird who's put it out. I don't know who she is.
I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House on an issue. All right. I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking about that video that somebody's posted?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to. Well, that's what I was saying. He wants to have a word with YouTube because it's on YouTube. I mean, what's he saying? That we can't post videos that are on YouTube in this channel. I mean, it's not against anybody's fucking things. It's Bob and his snowflake. He doesn't want people knowing, and I don't know why, but perhaps we should put that video out. Like we've got 12 minutes of this conversation here now. I think we should put this out.
Put that out and then link that video.
Yeah.
And say, nothing to do with us.
Yeah. Bob
is
he's not coming to talk to us in this server because that video is on YouTube.
It's on YouTube, yeah.
And it's nothing to do with this server.
Absolutely nothing.
Other than somebody's posted it in this server.
I'm not a particular individual that works for a particular company that testified before the House on an issue. All right. I don't appreciate having that put in.
Are you talking about that video that somebody's posted?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's the narrative that they want to push, right?
But he's just doxed himself. He's just admitted that is him. If he hadn't have said that, I wouldn't have put the two together.
No, same here.
Also, can I add, I didn't even see the video. I would not even known about the video.
Yeah.
Said about it.
Same here.
Literally, yeah. Not literally. Sorry, Emma.
Literally.
So, yeah. Thanks, Bob. I mean, I'll link that video to that and we'll put that out.
If you enjoyed the content, please support On the Level and future projects. Membership subscriptions available now, or come and get involved at Next Level Discord server. Thank you. If you enjoyed the content, please support On the Level and future projects. Membership subscriptions available now, or come and get involved at Next Level Discord server. Thank you.